Hello everyone again. I'm doing an energy reading, trying different things. I think I found something I may work with, not sure. I just try to add different things to the channel to make it more fresh. And what we have today, there is a full moon in Pisces, and there is a Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So very intense emotions everyone's going through and process of, you know, things that have come up and brought up with the past and situations. But I don't want to talk more into it. I just want to get into the reading and the energies coming up. I did shuffle the cards, so these are accurate cards. It may resonate with some of you, it may not. I just want to reiterate that every week when I do these readings, because I want people to know that these aren't all accurate to everyone. You know, you could be a different sign possibly, but I just want to make sure that, you know, this may not resonate with all of you Pisces. But I just want to do it where the first few cards are what you're projecting out into the world, and then the bottom cards are what's going on inside with you, and then the other ones I have a side over here is what you want to tell people or the world, what you want to address to people, or what's been going on in your head, and you just want to lay it out and more in depth of what's going on with you, how you want to tell people, what you're trying to tell people, what you're trying to cross. So, first cards. And this was at the bottom of the card, but it came out in this direction when I read it. So the Chariot. So I feel like a lot of you are trying to plan, are trying to strategize something in your life. With the cards that's coming up, I'm not trying to read all of them, but these are the cards that are coming up. You have the Page of Wands, the Page, you know, new beginnings, not new beginnings, but like different chapters in our lives. And then the Two of Swords, and then the King of Pentacles and the Lovers in reverse. So I'm feeling with this, you know, especially with the retrograde going on and full moon in Pisces, you know, you guys are feeling maybe unbalanced, maybe feeling a lot of emotions rise up. But I feel like what you're projecting out into the world, you know, you want to move on to the next thing, whether it be traveling, whether it be a new job, a new dynamic, a new situation going on. But it's got you kind of blocked off on what is next and what is happening next in your life. And some of you, not all of you, you know, you want an opportunity, you want a chance at love, or that really hasn't happened for some of you. But also too, with the Lovers in reverse, there's an imbalance when it comes to making a decision, when it comes to, you know, trying to get opportunities, trying to go on an adventure in life. And I just feel like what you're projecting out into the world is no decisions have been finalized, and you've been trying so desperately to make decisions, so desperately trying to open your heart to the unknown, but it just seems like there's an imbalance, especially possibly when it comes to love, finding the right person for you. And I just feel like what you're projecting out the world is imbalances, possibly, and not having the clear, because swords too could be no clarity, you know, no go on the okay of the opportunities that are set before you when it comes to love, when it comes to relationship, because you guys have been going through a lot of changes, and some of you have been feeling like you've been thinking about the future, you've been thinking about destiny, and when it comes to relationships. So I feel like whatever you're projecting out into the world, these cards are saying that, you know, there's some blockages, you know, there's some letting go of some things that don't work for you. And I feel like for some of you who aren't with someone, you know, you're just all focused on your pentacles where you're headed in life and you're not worried about so much with this relationship. But I feel like a half of the Pisces, they want to be in this, maybe twin flame dynamic, maybe in a love situation with someone, but it's not very clear on that right now at the moment. Now, what's going on with you inside? All right, this kind of goes along with the story. I feel like some of you, when it comes to the adventures of your life and making decisions on your life, a lot of you have been thinking about the past. And, with Pisces being the zodiac sign with Pisces, it kind of goes along with Cancers. I heard something today and I was like, I didn't realize that. But yeah, you guys are a lot about things in the past. You ponder on the past. And I feel like with the Six of Cups, it could be indicating maybe there was an adventure or there was something that you wanted to take on, but instead there was no open opportunity for that. And therefore, you have the Three of Swords. So, heartbreak on moving forward on, whatever decision that hasn't played out. And then you have the Devil card. Also, too, one thing I'm understanding too, and some of you know about the devil and stuff, but like the devil is the accuser of the brethren. Maybe you feel like in some way, when it comes to love, when it comes to things that matter, maybe you're accusing yourself of something that did not go to plan. It could have been an ending of a relationship. It could have been something toxic that has recently come up into your life that is thinking about something that was a heartbreak. And then you have the Magician. So you're trying to manifest something into reality. You're trying to, whether it's relationship, for some of you it is, trying to manifest a twin flame dynamic. But also, too, with the devil being here, to me it's indicating, you have to be careful with this energy when it comes to the devil because there can be addictions when it comes to love dynamic, that it's very hard to let go of something that in some way has kept you down. Maybe a dynamic in a twin flame dynamic that kept you toxic. And with this ending that happened, it could have been, toxic. And I feel like you're trying to create something in your life, whether you're trying to create a twin flame dynamic or you're trying to create something in your life that you can ultimately be happy with. But to me, it just seems like whatever's going on inside, that there's this war, there's this inner demon. And that's kind of what's been showing up with this, full moon and Pisces and Mercury retrograde is we're going to have to face demons. We're going to have to face the things and try to not go back in the past, but try to clear anything that is clearing maybe the blockages to love. And so do be careful when things come up that may trigger you a little bit, may feel unbalanced. And just try to be patient, even if it comes to love and manifesting something that you want to come to fruition. Now, what you want to tell to the world, what you want to tell someone or situations that you've been dealing with, pretty much what you want to tell the world. You have the Three of Pentacles, and then you have the Emperor and the Empress in reverse, and then you have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like a lot of you want teamwork when it comes to a situation. You want to tell this person or whoever you've been dealing with, you want teamwork. But it seems like with the Emperor and the Empress, there's kind of this imbalance when it comes to having control over something and not having the go on it. Especially with the Empress in reverse, it could be that you're dealing with a female, you're dealing with an earth sign. I don't really want to put like who exactly it is, but you know, giving to yourself is important at this time, especially with that under the devil. I feel like a lot of you really need to focus on, and all of us at this time, focus on loving ourselves, focus on not so much denying what is true, you know, especially with the devil, you know, not giving in to things that are going to just keep us locked, keep us bondage, keep us stranded. But I just feel like when it comes with the Emperor, you know, you can't control everything. And I know sometimes it gets hard, you know, and it could be possible that you wanted to control a situation that ended, or in some way, something or someone or a situation, you wanted to control a situation, but maybe you didn't have full access of that. And the Ace of Wands, I feel like with that, especially with the Magician card, you know, you need to take action for your life and be responsible. You know, also too, that's the universe. The universe is working with you on whatever path you're on, whether it's a spiritual path, whether it's just you all by yourself. You know, it's very important to take charge for your life. In some way, be the emperor. You know, take charge for, you know, even if you had no control of what happened and you gave everything you had to a situation or a person or a love dynamic, you know, you may have not controlled everything, but what you can control is you. And I feel like that's what the Ace of Wands is implying, that, you know, you got to take charge for the things that you have control over. But with this heartbreak being here, it could have been a third party situation, it could have been something that you're still having to heal from, you're still having to reassess. And I just feel like it's important, even though you may not have teamwork on a person coming together with something, I just feel like, you know, it's time to step in your power. It's time to take charge. And, you know, anything else that isn't healthy in your life, I just feel like you need to start giving to yourself. And, you know, whatever this demon, it could have been, you know, you have a demon that you're struggling with inside and trying to let go of the control. Because, you know, you are another person. There could have been a dynamic too where you felt like, you know, this person was controlling the situation and it became toxic real quick. Or maybe you were the control, trying to control the love dynamic in some way. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, do take ease on yourself. Don't beat yourself up for something that you didn't have control over. And I just feel like, you know, whatever's meant to be in our life is meant to be in our life. But I just feel like, more importantly, you need to take charge and try to manifest whatever it is you want in your life. But be patient. That's what I'm getting with that. And things will come to pass. It just takes time sometimes and working out, you know, the details to things. And I just feel like a lot of you've really beaten yourself up when it comes to the things of the past. And just try to, you know, focus on what does matter instead of what isn't working. Anyways, I hope that helps one of you. Bye-bye.